How you guys doing? This video is about why does Vince McMahon hate Jeff Jarrett? Basically, here's the reason why. When Jeff left WWE for WCW in 1999, he practically blackmailed Vince. Jeff's contract expired on a Friday or a Saturday, the weekend of a PBV WWF No Mercy 1999. At the time, he was still holding the Intercontinental title belt, physically in possession and the recognized champion. In order to avoid the Alundra Blaze incident, Vince had two options: re-sign Jarrett for the PBV and have him lose, or strip him of the belt and hope Jarrett returned it. Option 2 weakens the lineage and relies on Jarrett's honor to return the belt and not take it on WCW TV and trash can it. Vince opted for option 1, and Jarrett virtually blackmailed him into a massive payment for jobbing to Chyna and giving the belt back. This was in October 1999, just 9 months after WWE had broken WCW's 83-week rating streak and within weeks of Russo leaving WWE for WCW. So any weakness shown on WWE's part could have easily turned the tide back in WCW's favor. Even Chyna has gone on record citing Jarrett as having blackmailed Vince, going so far to accuse Jarrett and Russo of conspiring to delay the title defense until after their contracts expired, so as to set up the situation. And it's public knowledge how little she likes Vince, how little Chyna likes Vince. Vince McMahon and Jeff Jarrett have a long history with not liking each other. There are several reasons why Jeff Jarrett and Vince McMahon don't like each other and haven't in several years. Vince always saw Jeff as nothing more than an enhancement talent. Vince never saw Jeff as having main event potential. Jeff knew if given a chance, he would have it in him, and that helped lead to the falling out. Every time Jeff's contract came up for renewal, Jeff would jump ship from WWE to WCW, and then he did the same to WCW, up until the last jump in '98. Vince saw this too as disloyal, and therefore didn't want to push her as much as some of the other stars. What Jarrett did led to the Jeff Jarrett clause in WWE contracts, the 90-day no-compete clause. Owen Hart, Jarrett's friend, Jeff Jarrett blames Vince McMahon for Owen Hart's death is another reason why Jeff Jarrett doesn't like Vince. Vince has never liked TNA in spite of some performers and talent saying that this isn't the case. Vince has done everything in his power to ensure that TNA can't host events in Connecticut or in Madison Square Garden in New York. Why? Because he has the exclusivity, he has deals with a lot of places, and he wants to make sure that only his company is taken care of, and that nobody else does business with them. Hence, why a lot of people suspect that Vince had something to do with TNA not being able to run a house show in Connecticut last year. And with that, they've had so much of a hard time booking shows in New York City, though they really want to get in that market. They want to do Slammiversary in New York City next year for what I've heard, the BFG in Chicago and Lockdown possibly in Denver, the three of the five other PBVs on the roadway from Orlando. The, these are the known reasons for Jeff and Vince not to like each other at all. And that's basically why Vince McMahon and Jeff Jarrett don't like each other. Because he was blackmailed by Jeff Jarrett in 1999, and Vince doesn't like TNA, and he doesn't look at Jeff Jarrett as main event material, and they always had issues. And that's why Vince McMahon doesn't like Jeff Jarrett, and that's why they don't get along. And that's basically it. That's all I want to say. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.